Hi everyone, welcome back. In this lecture we are going to learn about if-else statements in Python, a very important way to make decisions in code. We have already seen the basic if statement, which runs a block of code only when a condition is true. But what if we want to do one thing when the condition is true and something else when it's false? That's where if-else comes in. Here's the definition. The if-else statement in Python lets you handle both outcomes, true and false. If the condition is true, one block of code runs. If it's false, the other block runs. This gives you full control over your logic. Let's look at the syntax. If condition colon. Then indent and write the true block. Next, else colon. Then again indent and write the false block. So Python knows exactly what to do in both cases. In Python, indentation is required. Make sure the code under if and else is properly indented, usually 4 spaces. Let's now understand how the if-else statement works behind the scenes using this flowchart. At the top, the program starts just like every Python script. The first thing it encounters is the condition. This is the diamond shape you see here. And it asks a question like, is age greater than or equal to 18? Or is the password correct? Now two paths are possible. If the condition is true, the flow moves downward. It enters the code in if block and runs that piece of code. But if the condition is false, it moves to the right side. It enters the code in else block and executes that instead. Once either block finishes, the flow comes back together and continues with the rest of the program. So the if-else structure always chooses one block to run, not both. Let's now go to PyCharm and create a file. Right-click your folder, choose new arrow Python file. Let's call it if-else statement demo. Let's start with a simple example using age. Let's type age equals 18. Now we want to check if the person is an adult. So we write if age greater than or equal to 18 colon. So here make sure that you have 4 spaces. PyCharm automatically provides it for us. Next, indented line, print within a double quotes, type you are an adult. Then we write else colon. So here make sure that you have moved to start. The else block should start from the beginning. Next, indented line, print within a double quotes, type you are not an adult. Let's run the program and check the output. You are an adult. Since age is 18, the condition is true and we see you are an adult. Now let's try another example with marks. Marks equals 45. Next, if marks greater than or equal to 50. Next, print you passed the test. Else, print you failed the test. Let's run it. You can see the output. You failed the test. Since marks is 45, the else block runs. Output, you failed the test. Let's now see one more example with strings. Let's type username equals within double quotes admin. Now let's check if username double equals double quotes admin colon. Print within a double quotes, type access granted. Else colon. Print within a double quotes, type access denied. Let's run this. The output is access granted. Change the username to guest and try again. It will print access denied. That's the power of if-else. You cover both paths and guide your program based on conditions. Let's quickly wrap up. The if-else statement allows you to run one block if the condition is true and another if it's false. And remember, indentation matters. Always indent properly or Python will show an error. You can use numbers, strings or boolean conditions inside your if-else statements. In the next lecture, we'll go deeper into elif, which lets us check multiple conditions one after the other. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.